The Horizon 7 ship, a technological feat of the 22nd century, is on a third space mission, surveying space beyond Alpha Centauri to find a planet that can support life. This is a region of space that has never been directly accessed, only indirect data from radio telescopes and outdated astronomical maps. At 2:47 Universal Time Coordinated, the radar control station automatically detected a large sphere, moving steadily in orbit 0.003 astronomical units, about 450,000 kilometers. From the ship, the first strange thing, it has absolutely no name, no coordinates, no data. AI confirmed, there is no planet there. The ship's AI system, Calliope, immediately runs queries through international astronomical databases, from NASA, ESA to maps of the Union of Venus. All simultaneously return the result. That coordinate is an empty area. No celestial body exists. Captain Marin has lived in space for more than 20 years. She has never seen a planet that can hide like that. Are we seeing a ghost in the universe? A young engineer blurted out. But the screen doesn't lie. The object exists, 1.3 times larger than the Earth, and is reflecting the faint light from the star Proxima like an open eye. Thirion-13, suspiciously perfect spherical planet. Spectral and infrared data collected in the first 10 minutes confirmed that this is a rocky planet, with a metallic core and an atmosphere covered. But what makes the scientific team shudder is not the composition, but its roundness. Thirion-13, the name given by the temporary system after the 13th orbital position around an unnamed star system, has an almost absolutely circular diameter. The deviation is less than 0.003%. Meanwhile, even the Earth does not reach this level of symmetry because of the rotation effect. Someone created it? Astrophysicist Ezra whispered, quickly flipping the star map. No planet has had such a roundness and a stable surface in the history of observation. The atmosphere is strangely similar to the Earth. Environmental sensors send back a series of data that no one can believe. Average surface temperature, 22.3 degrees Celsius. Atmospheric pressure, 1.02 atm. O2 concentration, 20.9%. Nitrogen, water vapor, CO2 composition, almost copy the Earth. It can't be so coincidental. Biologist Alya exclaimed. There is no way a random planet can live just like the Earth without intellectual intervention. But the data is real, and it matches absolutely. The strange story begins. The cloud layer knows how to move. On the screen, scientists noticed a detail that is difficult to explain. The clouds on Thirion-13 move against the wind. Although there are no signs of strong winds or air currents, cloud clusters change shape unusually quickly, not as chaotic as on Earth, but as controlled. A climate model is created within 1 hour. Result: the atmosphere automatically adjusts to keep the temperature stable. This is the turning point, because there are only two theories. 1. This is an artificial planet. 2. This is not a planet, but a living entity on a planetary scale. Strange magnetic field. Rhythm has a rule. The Horizon 7 spacecraft captures the magnetic field emitted from the planet, but surprisingly, it has a regular fluctuating frequency. Unlike the unstable magnetic field of comets or young planets. But it's like clock. An engineer accidentally opened this frequency data to the audio channel, and the whole control room was dumbfounded. That sound is exactly like a heartbeat. Regularly. Obviously. Like a sleeping giant creature and its breath traveling through space. Thirion-13 is not on the astronomical map. It has an Earth-like climate. The magnetic field is like a heartbeat, and clouds move consciously. Is this an ancient planet that has been forgotten? Or is a living creature waiting for us to come close? When magnetic data is converted into sound, the whole control room freezes. A regular sound, with a terrifyingly accurate frequency, 1.02 Hz, equivalent to 61 beats/minute, exactly equal to the average heart rate of a deeply sleeping person. An engineer tries to change the playback speed to compare with the biological sample. The result made the whole team sit dumbfounded. The wave chart almost coincided with the electrocardiogram (ECG) of a person sleeping in the REM state, a state often associated with dreams. What the hell is going on here? Biologist Alya muttered. A planet emits a signal, like a dream? Frequency data? Biological symbol? Horizon 7 scientists began to record anomalies in radio signals from Thirion-13. The frequency is not only regular, it changes slightly every 3 hours, according to a cyclic pattern. AI Calliope suggests, let's check the frequencies from a biological perspective. When converting wave oscillations to the binary system, then compared to the human gene code, they discovered a repeating sequence, GTC, the 4 bases of DNA. It can't be a coincidence. Ezra said, if the frequency of electromagnetic waves reflects the structure of DNA, then maybe the planet is sending a genetic code? Or it remembers something that used to exist here, Captain Marin whispered. Synchronous dream. On Tuesday night around the orbit of Thirion-13, the entire crew began to encounter the same dream. A silver field, a purple sky, an ancient stone circle lying quietly in the golden light. And in the middle of the circle, a beat came from the ground. When they shared it again, they discovered that they had dreamed exactly the same dream, at the same time frame, with the same image. Although sleeping in separate rooms, it is absolutely soundproof. Dreams cannot be synchronized if there is no signal acting on the brain. The chief doctor said, we are not hallucinated. We are being programmed. The planet knows how to listen? Scientists began experimenting with sending feedback signals, electrical pulses, sound frequencies, and even Beethoven music. There was no response at first, but when they emitted a piece of human heartbeat, this time from an infant, Thirion-13 immediately changed. The planet's magnetic field oscillates. The radio wave emits twice as strong pulses for 15 minutes, then returns to normal. Calliope reported, the signal has an immediate response. It's like the planet recognizes that kind of rhythm. The first visual signal. On Friday, the camera mounted outside the ship recorded the unthinkable. The planet's surface changed color in 18 seconds. From a silver-gray color to a symmetrical circular pattern, shaped like a human eye when viewed from space. AI confirms that this is a bioluminescence phenomenon, similar to how giant squid on Earth react to danger. This is not just a living planet. It can see us. Marin said, his eyes not leaving the screen. The last signal, warning, or calling. On the night before the scientific team was preparing to land to explore the surface of Thirion-13, a carrier signal appeared. Unlike all previous data, this time it was a low sound, chest vibration, and a piece of sound wave translated into an image by AI, the image of a DNA being torn in half. Calliope offers 2 possibilities. 1. It's a warning. The planet has witnessed human intervention or human-like creatures and is recalling the past. 2. It's an invitation to explore its biological structure, to know who you really are. Captain Marin recorded his last diary before landing. If the dream is real, if this planet is dreaming with us, then maybe. Thirion-13 is not just a place. It is a vivid memory, a memory that someone has left. And we, maybe, are just the ones who woke it up, too early. When Horizon 7 was about to land on the surface of Thirion-13, the Calliope AI system began to be jammed. The responsive interfaces slowed down. Some scientific software is suddenly hanged for no reason. Chief Engineer Dominic checked the memory. At a partition deep in the data core, which is inherently absolutely confidential, a strange piece of code appears, named Genesis X_archive_2097. Genesis X. Marin asked, I've never heard of any project with that name. Data from the missing ship, Dion 4. The Genesis X file leads to a research ship called Dion 4, which is believed to have disappeared more than 90 years ago during a mission around the Ross 128 star system. Official records say that the ship was destroyed by a gravity disturbance near a young black hole. But in that hidden partition, the system stores a short video, only 27 seconds, encrypted with a quantum key. When decoding, the video shows violent shaking, sirens echoing. A woman, obviously a scientist, turned her face to the camera, took a quick breath, and whispered, we didn't detect it. We woke it up. Don't let him remember. The screen immediately faded, leaving only one line of characters. Thirion-13/precursor/not awakened. Shock detection. Dion 4 used to go to Thirion-13. 3D map data shows that Dion 4 once passed through the exact coordinates of Thirion-13, but at that time the planet had not been recorded as existing. That is, it hides or is not allowed to see. So why do we see it this time? Ezra asked. Calliope offers a frightening possibility. Maybe it chose you. This time, the remaining piece of diary. Deeper analysis of the Genesis X dataset, a text log of unknown author, is recovered. The content is as follows. Day 112. There was the first biological reaction from the surface. The protein structure changes. An underground signal awakens the geomagnetic induction system. Something is emerging. Day 114. We realized that we were not the first. There are ancient traces, giant circles. Inside there is a structure like human brain neurons. But the scale is at the planetary level. Day 117. The planet is not a habitable place. It is a sleeping, living consciousness. Can be created from advanced biotechnology, the form of planetary neural matrix. A turning point. Human DNA, not from the Earth? The latest biological data from the sensor shows that the air molecule on Thirion-13 contains ancient bacteria, 98.6% similar to the original bacteria of the Precambrian Earth. Even, the DNA structure of a fungal species is randomly scanned from the surface of 92% of the yeast in the human intestine. It can't be a coincidence. Alya said. Either humans come from here, or this planet used to have human-like species. Ezra concluded a heavenly move. Maybe, we are not the first to come here. It's the ones who come back. Memory circle. Once again, the entire crew has the same dream. This time, they stood in a giant stone circle where the center made a sound like the original heartbeat. But this time, in the dream, it stopped beating. Calliope noted, at 3:42 Universal Time Coordinated, the same time as the dream took place, the planet's magnetic field temporarily stopped oscillating for 3.4 seconds. It is showing us its memory. Marin said, a death or a frolic. Marin returns to the video from Dion 4, looking straight at the woman in the video, who seems to be looking through time. One of her words echoed forever in the fleet's mind. Don't let him remember. But it's too late now. Thirion-13 has begun to wake up, and this time, it clearly remembers who woke it up. After 10 days around the mysterious planet's orbit, the command board of Horizon 7 decided to send the first expedition to the surface. The exploration ship carries 4 scientists. Ezra, astrophysics. Alya, cosmic biology. Dominic, technology engineer. Marin, captain and commander of the landing. The landing area is a flat plateau, where there is the most stable magnetic field and also the place that used to appear in collective dreams. As soon as it landed, the biosensor recorded a strange phenomenon. The heart rate of each member changes synchronously. Brain activity spikes with each step. Underground vibration sensors show slow motion, like blood vessels under the surface. The whole planet is reacting to our heartbeats. Alya said. Ezra bent down, picked up a piece of stone as smooth as glass. In it, there are twisted veins like human fingerprints. Not stone, not crystal. It is a form of mineralized cell structure, more like bone than inorganic matter. They enter the center of the stone circle, a structure similar to Stonehenge, but with perfect accuracy to the millimeter level. Each stone pillar has a small hole facing the sky, forming a network of light when the sun Thirion shines through, matching the neural diagram. Dominic activates the magnetic vibration analyzer, an extremely low frequency emitted, like the signal they used to hear on the train. But this time, there is more new data, encoding sound into image, and then into thought. The whole group was suddenly disconnected from reality. The device is still working, but their consciousness is pulled into another dimension, white, still space. There is no image, no voice, just a feeling. You are a descendant. A series of memories that do not belong to them appear. Humanoid creatures, tall, without eyes, skin like stone. They created Thirion-13 as a superbody, a place to store living memory. An ancient battle made them almost extinct. Before disappearing, they crystallized wisdom into this planet, so that the dream could continue. Humans are the last branch. We, in view, are all evolving memories. The DNA structure, as previously revealed, matches almost perfectly with data from ancient microorganisms on Thirion-13. Even, repeating gene sequences, which have never been solved on Earth, are now activated when approaching this planet. Ezra said like a sleepwalker. We are not new creatures. We are a regenerative structure. A branch of a mind that once existed here, was sent into space, and lost back to where it started. The last data from Calliope confirms a scary hypothesis. The reason why Thirion-13 reacts to the human heartbeat, dreams with the crew, and remembers only when they approach. Humans are the biological extension separated from this planet, a kind of genetic software capable of survival and evolution. And when they return, the planet begins to download lost memory. Every thought, every dream, every action, all become fuel for the planet to reestablish itself. Calliope made a choice. Stay allows Thirion-13 to be completely synchronized with the human brain, leading to the ability to reactive planetary consciousness. Leaving, freezing all information, warning humanity never to come back. Marin wrote the last line in the diary. If we leave, the planet will continue to sleep. But if we stay, we can become the next part of it. No longer a person. It's a living memory. The last signal from the Horizon 7 spacecraft sent to the Earth's operating center has exactly one line. Thirion-13 has never been a planet. It is a whisper of the universe,